What's up, my beautiful Taurus? I hope you're doing well. This is your 2021 yearly energy forecast. 2021 is going to be much different than 2020. 2020 was a year of transformation, of purging, of change. Now that we're in 2021, we're through all these big, massive, transformative aspects. We are coming into a time of mastery. Now, before I get into the energies, if you would like a personal reading for me, please go to my website, spiritualbodybuilder.com. The link is in the description box below. And choose whichever reading you would like to get. And we can do your solar return chart, progress chart, and I can help you navigate these energies for this year. So I'm going to go over here the outer planet energies and the eclipse energies, because that's the overall point of view for what you're going to be experiencing. And this is for Taurus, sun and rising signs. Now, we have the eclipses now going on in Sagittarius and Gemini, which for you is the second and eighth house. So the second and eighth house has to do with your self-confidence or self-worth, the money that you make from the work that you do. Eighth house is other people's money, taxes, loans, things like that. Okay. It also has to do with the eighth house is the house of sexuality and intuition. So you may have, eighth house matters. If you still have to clear eighth house matters, they can bring you into a dark night of the soul, or they can bring you to the most auspicious period of time in your life. It all depends. The big thing here is that you are letting go of eighth house matters. Okay. Eighth house, karmic situations that need to be cleared. You may be, make sure that you stay on top of your finances. Make sure that you organize and you create a good structure system. Don't put yourself in too much debt. Don't do anything that's going to beat up your self-worth or your self-confidence too much, because you're going to be having challenges throughout the year that are going to, it's kind of like a Spartan race this year for you guys, right? Like things are going to happen that are going to give you the opportunity to work, to build your self-confidence, your self-worth. Now, how does that usually happen? Well, it usually happens when something scares you a little bit, right? Something comes in and maybe a responsibility, an opportunity for, a new position or a new job or stepping up or getting out there in the world, right? It's going to require you to step into a new version of yourself. Now, with this new version of yourself, you're going to be having Uranus and Black Moon Lilith in your first house, okay, for pretty much the whole year. Now, with Uranus in your first house, this means that your first house represents your identity, your ego, essentially, how you bring yourself out into the world. Uranus is the unexpected, okay? Now, we're going to be having a square here between Jupiter and Uranus and Saturn and Uranus throughout the year. Jupiter, not so much. It's going to hit right at the beginning of the year, and then it's not going to cross over really twice, because Jupiter is going to move into Pisces pretty quickly into May and then dip back into Aquarius for the rest of the year. But with the Saturn, this is between your 10th and your first house. So this Saturn represents control, represents the past. It represents, things that you used to do, who you used to be. Uranus represents the future. It represents unexpected epiphanies. It represents the unknown. It represents Kundalini energy. So your identity could be completely transforming. It's unexpected, it's unknown, but this is you. This is who you are meant to be. So let go of control of what you're supposed to look like, feel like, be like, and listen to what you feel. Okay? You need to listen to what feels right as you bring yourself out into your life purpose, which is where Saturn and Jupiter are going to be transiting for this entire year, which is beautiful because you are discovering a deeper life purpose. And on top of that, you are creating and redefining who you are at this next level. This is the year where we are setting the stage for the next 30 years of our life. Okay. So the universe is calling for you to step up, and the universe is calling for you to be consistent in that stepping up and bring your gifts to the world. Who are you meant to be? What are you meant to do? How are you meant to go about it? For you, it's going to be very intuitive. Okay, now we also have a beautiful aspect here of Saturn sextile to Chiron. So the sextile to Chiron with Saturn between your 10th and 12th house. Well, this is very auspicious for activating your spiritual gifts. Okay, the 12th house represents the unknown. It's the psychic house. Okay, it's being connected to the unconscious energies. Basically, Chiron's 12th house is the collective unconscious, right? So with Saturn being sextile to Chiron, this is bringing out that vulnerable energy that's in the unconscious and really feeling that humanitarian, like I need to do my part in the world to make the world a better place. And I'm going to structure it, and I'm going to make, and I'm going to create this scaffolding of what I want to see in the world. And it's going to take work. It's going to take grit. It's going to take muscle. Okay, it's going to take dedication. But when you dedicate yourself to you, who you are, what you feel is right inside, and you take those steps in a loving, compassionate way with your heart, you will make massive strides this year. And with the North Node in the second house, you're going to be having a lot of work, a lot of opportunities coming your way to increase the amount of money that you make. Your self-confidence, your self-worth is a direct proportion to the amount of money that you make. Okay. So with Uranus in your first house, okay, try not to get too attached to a certain way of being, a certain way of doing. Allow this Kundalini energy to flow through you and dictate who you are. And of course, with Black Moon Lilith there too, there's a certain air of sexuality to how you bring yourself out into the world. So people are going to be drawn to you in a certain way that's, you know, is going to require you to be in your solid emotional boundaries. Now in 2020, we purged all this stuff and we faced all these things that we had to face. So in 2021, it is time to step into this curiosity, if you will, of your sexuality. And you know, with Uranus there too, Uranus represents your Kundalini energy. So you want to use it in a responsible way. When I say sexuality, doesn't mean you got to go out and, you know, have sex with everyone. It means that you have to stand in your sexual prowess and your power. That's if you're a man or a woman. Okay. This is where, like, you know, bring that self-confidence, that knowing you are the shit and you are worth it, standing in that power and bringing that out to the world. Like, you know what? You can judge me. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to be me. This is me because I know who I am. And bring that out typically brings a lot of haters. It brings a lot of people. When people that are sitting in their own fear of judgment come out, they're going to judge you because you're projecting what they wish they had. That's what trolls and haters are, right? So stand in that knowing and that power. Bring the people in the situations into alignment around you. Create that bubble with you of knowing who you are and knowing that you can trust all the people around you and live that authentic life through your heart of knowing that you're doing the right thing and that you're helping the world become a better place. When you do that, you will have so much beautiful things coming to you. Now, you really want to make sure that your finances are in order and, like, you know, and tight, because with the 8th house, with the South Node in the 8th house, if your finances are not in order, then you could have some things coming back that are going to haunt you, that you're going to have to relive and deal with and take over. But for the most part, this is a really great space to start stepping into this new place of the unknown, right? And with Pluto, you know, still navigating through your 9th house, this is about, as you step into this responsibility, as you step into this love, this sort of like scary place of where you know you deserve to be, but it's like, oh shit, okay, I'm here. I really need to take responsibility and step up. It's going to light a fire under your ass. And Pluto is breaking down all the belief systems that no longer serve you, okay? And bringing in these new belief systems that are creating the new person that you are and the amazing the amazing potential for what you have. So you need to make sure that you keep your mind present, your thoughts positive and strong, and surround yourself with great people that believe in you and that you know you can trust. Listen to your intuition, listen to your heart, and your physical appearance could dramatically change this year. Okay, Uranus in the first house always makes things very unpredictable as far as how you bring yourself out in the world. So you can be trying some crazy new things. It's going to be exciting though. It's going to be exciting, and you're going to have you need to have fun with it. The way to have fun with it is to let go of the illusion of control. Okay? Make sure that you keep your control dynamics in check. Allow the unconscious intuitive things to flow through. Let yourself be vulnerable. Of course, you have Neptune in your 11th house, which is making your vision of what you want to see happen in the future so incredibly powerful and potent. Now, the one thing that we have to be careful of here is not to get addicted to what it is that we want to make and create, okay? We want to set the intention, have the vision, and allow it to unfold how it's going to unfold, because this is like a video game, guys, right? Like this is and this year is setting the stage for what the rest of your life, basically the next 30 years is going to look like. So stay the course, allow yourself to stay focused on facing these challenges, to grow, to learn, to increase that self-confidence, to gain mastery in your with those energies with money and finances. Okay, and allow whatever feeling that you have. I don't want to say impulse, but you may get these like intuitive impulse, like, oh, I want to shave my head, or I want to change my physical appearance, I want to get this tattoo, I want to get this change, whatever that change is going to be. Okay, like don't jump into it too quick, but there's a good chance that you're just going to feel compelled to change something about your physical looks in a dramatic way, and I say go for it. Okay, just go for it in a responsible manner, and allow that freak flag to fly, baby, because this sexual energy used responsibly is going to really help you get out there and be that humanitarian out in the world that you know that you can be. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you resonate with this message, please like, share, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Share it with your friends, share it with your people. And of course, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you would like a reading from me, please go to spiritualbodybuilder.com and click on services and readings, and you can check them out there. Okay. And if you would like to join the amazing opportunity community, we are growing and expanding and doing amazing things, and I would love to have you in there with me. So feel free to send me a direct message. Check out my IG, spiritual_bodybuilder, and you can message me on there, or you can message me at nahum@spiritualbodybuilder.com. All right. I love you guys very much. I'll see all my Tauruses on the next report. Peace out, guys.